Cornel, you came today to speak at ISNA. Why did you think it was important to come to this event?
The Islamic Society of North America is a historic organization. For 61 years, it has been trying to keep alive the best of a great Islamic legacy in the United States. And so for me to be able to come here in the spirit of humility to learn and listen as well as speak and be able to just revel in the humanity of my Muslim brothers and sisters.
Tell us about your campaign. How has your message resonated with all the people that you've met across the country?
Just been blessed to meet some of the most magnificent human beings in the country, because the campaign is about trying to reintroduce America to the best of itself. It's the best of America. I think of Martin Luther King Jr., I think of Malcolm X, I think of Fannie Lou Hamer, I think of Rabbi Heschel, I think of Dorothy Day. Now, it's been tough because, I've been attacked and they got legal suits coming at me because they don't want me to gain access to the ballot, but I know that's par for the course. So much of American politics is legalized bribery and normalized corruption, so you want to try to create a space for truth, for justice, and for love. I come out of the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr.
In terms of the mainstream parties, and particularly the Democrats, what do you think about the way that they have handled or approached the issue of Gaza?
I think that Gaza is a crucial moral test. Any government, any nation, any peoples who deny genocide when you see it before your very eyes. That's a form of moral bankruptcy, and for me, spiritual obscenity. University presidents, there's been 12 universities completely demolished. Where are their voices? American doctors, the hospitals have been demolished. Where are their voices? So that, yes, it's true that both political parties have failed this test. And there's a level of barbarity and criminality coming at our precious Palestinian brothers and sisters in Gaza.
What did you think? I don't know if you saw what happened at the DNC recently and the fact that they weren't able to allow their own delegate, a Palestinian American delegate, appear at the main convention space. What did you think about that, the decision by the party not to allow someone to speak?
Well, I was blessed to be there in the streets, right there at Union Park in Chicago, day after day, raising my voice alongside many, many voices. It's a sign of deferring to big money, deferring to lobbyists that are pushing them in a direction in which they are saying, and this is so very sad, that precious Palestinian babies do not have the same value as other babies, as European babies, Israeli babies, white babies, and that's a racism.
As a university professor for many years, you've been an academic. Have you seen the kind of protest in recent times that you've seen over the issue of Gaza, and what do you think about the way that the university administrations have responded?
Well, it's a marvelous new militancy among the younger generation. It's a beautiful thing to see. I haven't seen it in university campuses since struggle against apartheid in South Africa. So now we got to struggle against apartheid, ethnic cleansing, genocide in Gaza and West Bank, because it's an issue of morality and spirituality. It's not primarily about politics. What kind of moral and spiritual human being are we going to be, and how do we put pressure on the country, the United States, that is funding this genocide? We need to end the occupation. We need to defund Israel, and we got to make sure that Palestinians and Jews can live lives of dignity and safety in that area.
As you know, obviously the election is just, I think, less than 70 days or 65 days away. Obviously, some people are looking for an option other than the main parties. What do you think about, people voting for either you or the Green Party as an alternative?
Think deeply, make a decision, and then vote. And after you vote, remain part of the movement. But the important thing is keep your integrity, honesty, decency, and character in place. And if you have that, you're going to be against genocide.
The big issue for the third party, voting for a third party, is the chances that the Republican nominee will get into office, and that is something that I know the Green Party have been are being accused of, possibly allowing that to happen. Is that something that weighs on your mind? And also the fact that, if Kamala Harris is elected, she would be the first African American of South Asian descent, first female. Is that a historic precedent that we should be recognizing it in any way, or are there other issues that you think are more important?
Simply have a black face and a high face, and in a high place that promotes genocide. It's not attractive to me. And that'd be true for anybody, woman, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, or what have you. Still a symbolic strike against white supremacy and male supremacy, and I can understand that. But it's outweighed by genocide. But it's also outweighed by poverty in America, mass incarceration, Medicare for all being rejected even by the Democratic Party. So there's other issues as well. But in the end, I must say that most of the fellow citizens who will vote for me, they would never, ever vote for either Republicans or Democrats. And 40% of my fellow citizens are fellow citizens. They don't vote at all. They don't vote at all.